Welcome to Don't Do Disney
Without Us.
My name is Daniel.
And my name is Zach.
And welcome back to our show. Episode 10 of our cute little show that we like to do where we talk about all things Disney, Disney parks, Disney cruise lines, Disney Plus, pretty much everything. Everything that Disney has its white glove stuck into, we talk about, except sports for some reason.
Because we don't do sports?
We don't play the sports ball.
No.
We don't. Now, if Disney were to open any games, you know what I'm saying?
An esports?
An esports. I don't know what I said. E-games.
Wait.
Yeah.
Could you call it Disney Sports?
Disney esports. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, if they open that, I would be all in for it. I would be all in for that.
What would a Disney esports league look like?
It would be people playing
Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts all day long. It would just be 24 hours of people playing Kingdom Hearts. It'd be great. I don't know how to make a tournament out of that, but you could. Anyway, so this is how the show works. We're going to talk about some things that are happening this coming week at Disney and the Disney Corporation. And then we're going to talk about a main topic of the week. And then we'll end up the show by telling you our heroes and villains of the week. That's the format. That's how we do this. There you go. Now you know. Now you're an expert on this show. One thing I did want to address really quickly is, unless you've been hiding under a rock, there is obviously a very big political cloud hanging over Disney and Florida right now with this whole, dissolving of the Reedy Creek Improvement District. We're not going to talk about it because, in my mind, it's all imaginary anyway. The date for this to happen is over a year away. I don't actually think it's going to happen. I think this is nothing more than political posturing and is really not worth expending the effort. If and when that, I'm sure that June 2023 will make it here. If it is still
I certainly hope we're still around.
If it is still a reality, we'll talk about it in June of 2023, but it's not worth talking about it now. It's just non-productive. At this point in time, it's just everyone has an opinion, but I don't think there's anything concrete to talk about there. So I just wanted to address that right at the top of the show. And with that, what's the first thing on our news this week?
Disney.
Yes?
I don't know what went on with my voice there.
Ursula came in, stole your voice.
That is what she does. Disney has released a sneak peek of the new Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond show coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom sometime later this year.
In a big blue world,
which will be featured
explore
in the show.
Yeah. I feel like all the songs are going to, pretty much most of the song. If it was an earworm from the first show, it's almost definitely going to be in the second. Are they keeping Crush's song?
I don't know.
I feel like the Crush song was one of those. It was written for some kind of super tenor who had an amazing range, and they never actually cast a super tenor. So I feel like Crush always strained at that. Anyone that played Crush always kind of strained at that top part of it. It's like, really? It's like you couldn't have lowered that a little bit. Anyway, the South Terminal C, you gave me this one, didn't you? The South Terminal C at MCO, which is the Orlando Airport, is set to open on September 19th. So this is the new terminal that they built?
Yes.
Yeah, not specifically for Disney, but let's face it, most of the traffic coming into MCO is for Disney or for theme parks and stuff like that. But it's a new terminal. It's pretty. Yes, I haven't seen it.
I don't know.
Sure. Well, I'm glad it's here on the news. I figured you had something to say about it.
No.
Okay, great.
Mean, we fly in and out of MCO maybe once a year. So
we find that there are certain flights that are cheaper to fly out of Orlando and back into Orlando. So especially around the holidays when we're going up to St. Louis and stuff like that. So there's certain flights that we do leave out of Orlando and whatnot, but I don't know that we've ever seen Terminal C.
No.
I just know that the stark difference between going through security at MCO and going through security at Tampa International is night and day.
Security at MCO is a nightmare, and I hate it.
It's crazy. Okay, what's next?
If you watch our YouTube channel at all, you know we've been to Drawn to Life at Cirque du Soleil.
Yes.
Cirque du Soleil and Disney have announced that there is a new add-on called Animated Evening, which is either a $45 or $65 prefix dinner that is available with purchase of a Drawn to Life ticket at 13 different locations around Disney Springs.
So is it a $45 to $65 add-on for the dining, or is it just included with your ticket?
You go to whatever restaurant and you mention I don't know if it's a promotion or what,
right?
And that you'd like to see the menu, and that's how you do it.
Oh, do we know what 13 restaurants?
Yes, if you.
Oh, if I click on the how do I launch this? The 13 restaurants are drum roll, please. City Works, Enzo's Hideaway, House of Blues, Haleho, Maria and Enzo's Paradiso 37, Planet Hollywood, Raglan Road, Splitsville, and Terralina. Of those, we've eaten at most of those.
And then the Edison Paddlefish and Wolfgang Puck.
Those are the 40,
those were the $45 ones.
Yeah, and then the $65, Edison, Paddlefish, and Wolfgang Puck. Yeah, we've only eaten at the Edison on the $65 list. We've never eaten at Paddlefish or Wolfgang Puck.
Oh, we ate at the Boathouse, not Paddlefish.
Correct. Paddlefish is on what looks like a boat, but it's not the Boathouse. Okay, cool. So yeah, that seems cool. I wish they would have had this when we did it. Do you think they're doing this because Drawn to Life is not getting the traffic that they think it should be getting?
Quite possibly. I mean, when we were there, to be very fair, we are still in a pandemic.
Yes.
So when we were at Drawn to Life, it was not sold out. There were plenty of empty seats. And there are still a lot of people who are not willing or able to take that sort of risk given health concerns.
I don't know that they're really advertising very much either. Like, I don't see Drawn to Life ads everywhere and things. So
I mean, you see them around property, but
right.
I don't know that I've seen them maybe outside, like on the billboards, but we don't drive through downtown Orlando very often. So.
That's true. The Connections Cafe and Eatery has opened at Epcot. The official opening date is April 27th, but if you go there today, you can get in. It is open. They're serving things. Yes?
Yes.
So I know they're calling it a soft opening and the official opening is next week, but it's open. It's basically open. You can go to the Connections Cafe and Eatery. So the whole sky is falling. There's no longer a Starbucks at Epcot. Not true. It's in the...
That lasted all of 3 days?
It was a day or two while they trained the people on the newest equipment. But yeah. So yeah. Rest assured you have another Starbucks at Epcot. For those of you who were very upset about that.
Joffrey's is better.
I know. There's 3 Joffrey's stands with never a line. There's never a line at Joffrey's. You could just go there.
Or if there is, it's not the mile-long Starbucks line.
All right. What's next?
There is a new add-on in the My Disney Experience app for $9.99. It is the Cinderella Castle Mural of Memories. You can pay $10 to digitally add photos to Cinderella Castle in augmented reality for a period of time lasting at least 3 years.
Those are a lot of words. All right, so I can pay $10 to add a photo
from My Disney Experience to a spot on Cinderella Castle that you can only view with.
So if I have this now, do I have to pay? Do only the people that pay the $10 have the augmented lens?
I believe so.
So if I have the augmented app, or if I pay the $10 to open that up, then I can hold up my camera at Cinderella Castle, and I can see my photo somewhere on the castle. Do I get to pick the spot where, is it first come, first serve?
A spot of your choosing.
Oh. Nice. And I'm assuming the photo has to be something that I had done through PhotoPass?
I believe so.
Okay. So if you have the PhotoPass add-on,
portrait-oriented Disney PhotoPass photo from your Disney photos in the app.
Okay. So if you already have PhotoPass add-on for your pass, then this is a no-brainer, right? You already have it. And I guess, I don't know. What do you think? Would you do this?
It sounds kind of cool, but it also sounds kind of dumb.
I feel like...
Because you can only view it through the app in augmented reality.
Yeah.
And their app is crap anyway, so...
But it'll be there for 3 years.
Yeah.
What if we got T-shirts made with a QR code on them that was a link to our website, and we had that as our portrait picture, then our QR code would be up on Cinderella Castle for 3 years.
Yes, but only we and other people.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I applaud Disney for kind of trying.
I wanted to. You
want to do it?
I want to do this. I think $10 is not that big of a deal.
No,
I want to.
And there was something in there about you can download a high quality version for $17 or.
Oh, that's if you don't have the PhotoPass. If you have the PhotoPass add-on, then you can get your. So I'm assuming you don't even have to own PhotoPass. Because when you go get your photo made at PhotoPass, like if you're just John Q. Public and you walk up and have a Disney photographer take your photo, you can still see it in the app. It just has watermarks on it. And
the ability to download a high resolution version of your pinned photo without watermarks,
right? So that's
normally a $17
for
value.
us. Like one of us has I won't tell you which one. One of us has
It's him.
Has the PhotoPass
add-on.
So yeah, we wouldn't have to do that. All right, you know what? I'm in for this. I say
next time we go to Magic Kingdom,
which will be
May
11th.
Yeah, my birthday.
Sure, we'll see that. All right, and then finally, Tarzan Treehouse in Disneyland is being rethemed to an as yet unnamed retheming, most likely.
Rumors are Encanto, but I don't like talking about rumors because rumors.
I don't talk about rumors. No. No, the kid had the tree, right? Mm-hmm. So it seems like a natural fit there. So yeah, Tarzan Treehouse, which by the way was already a retheme because
was Disneyland's ever Swiss Family?
Yes. So both parks were Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse when they first opened. I believe Disneyland's version was built in 1962. Florida's was built in 71, opened in 71. But yeah, and here in Florida, we still have the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, which no one is ever on. There's no one ever walking through that treehouse, and if it is, it's usually people in their 30s going, "What's Swiss Family Robinson? I've never heard. What is the Swiss Family Robinson of which you speak?"
You mean the Robinsons from Lost in Space?
It's a 60-year-old film, but yeah, I would like an Encanto retheme of our treehouse. I think that would be cool. But
maybe they'll do it at Disneyland as a test to see if people like it, and then if they like it, they'll bring it here.
Maybe they'll take all the Tarzan retheming out and just send it to us, and now we'll have Tarzan's treehouse. We just get the second hand from Disneyland. We'll just get the hand me down. It's the hand-me-down treehouse.
The Disneyland me-downs.
All right. Well, those are the things that we found. There's other things happening, but they were... I hate how Disney does that surprise thing. They announce it on a Monday, and this is just things that are going to happen for 3 days. Like they had a thing for... what was it? It just went on at Disney Springs. There was like an announcement that came out Tuesday... But by the time we were recording this show Sunday night, it would have already been over, so it was not worth talking about. But it was like, hey, there's these special things for Earth Day at Disney Springs. They're going to be, Tuesday through Friday or whatever. So I don't even remember what it was because it's like we weren't going to be able to make it there. But I hate how they do that. They should give us more
notice.
More notice. It's not like they just decided on a Tuesday to do it.
Right.
It's like they've known about it for a while.
I mean, to be very fair, if we really want to, we can go over to Disney Springs after work any day.
Yeah, but that's I-4. Nobody. My truck drives itself, and it doesn't like to go down I-4. It's I just get no, I don't want to do this. Okay, let's talk about the main story of the week, or what we like to call the meat. It says so right here on script, the meat. Script.
It's not a script,
this
it's
outline.
A list of things.
We're before this show. Before this show, I don't know if that'll get picked up or not. Before this show, we're watching the Main Street Electrical Parade live stream from the Disney parks that someone had. Disney parks live streams don't stick around, but I guess someone else had recorded it and then put it up on their own channel, so we were watching it. And
can you say copyright infringement?
No, we'll talk about the Disney Parks live stream later in the Heroes and Villains. Spoiler alert: it's either my hero or my villain of the week. But when we were watching it, the topic came up is like Disneyland now has all of their nighttime entertainment back. So World of Color is back, Disneyland Forever is back. and Main Street Electrical Parade is back. And it does Main Street Electrical Parade and Disneyland Forever swap in and out. Like there's other fireworks shows that they have for nighttime entertainment, and they had Paint the Night.
Used to have Paint the Night.
Yeah, and that's normal, right? We here in Florida, we used to have the Main Street Electrical Parade. Then we had the Spectro Magic Parade, what we had for a while, and then we went back to the Electric Parade. Then we had nothing for a while, and for almost a decade now, we've had nothing. So we have not had nighttime entertainment at Disney World in the form of a parade. So what I wanted to ask in this section, or what I wanted to talk about in this section, is what's going on with the nighttime entertainment in Florida. We still don't have one at Hollywood Studios. Fantasmic is still not back up and running.
It's coming back this year.
It's coming back this year, but we don't have a specific date for it. And do you want to go and see it? Do you want to see what... Are we going to go watch it so we can see what was removed?
Yes, I would like to go see what was added and updated and whatnot.
You were never really a fan of I would say of all the nighttime shows in Florida, Fantasmic was your least favorite.
My issue with Fantasmic in Florida is the same issue that I had with Rivers of Light. May it rest in a million pieces at the bottom of the lagoon.
Rivers for Light, for those of you who don't know, was a short-lived nighttime show at Animal Kingdom, which for everyone, oh no, never mind. I was going to say, for everyone that complains about IP in the park, Rivers of Light is a perfect example of what happens when you don't use any recognizable Disney IP whatsoever.
Well, it's version 1.0. Version 2.0 had some.
Yeah. But it was horrible.
But my issue with Fantasmic, which was also one of my issues with Rivers of Light, was they use water screens, and water screens in Florida don't work.
Because of the humidity in Florida, the mist that comes off of our water screens is not as fine as it is in California. So when we watch Fantasmic in California, the water screens, you don't even really know that they're water screen, right? You're just like, oh, I'm watching a movie projected on, so it's more magical. In Florida, because of the humidity in the air, the mist isn't as fine, and so it's grainy, and it it's a water screen. So I feel like
But yes, Fantasmic is my least favorite of our nighttime shows.
Yeah.
And it probably is going to stay that way once it reopens.
I feel like this is one of those cases that if you'd never seen the California version of Fantasmic before you saw the Florida one, which one did you see first?
California.
Okay. So when you see the one in California, it takes place on Tom Sawyer Island. In the riverboat that comes by with all of the characters on it is the Mark Twain, and the Peter Pan's the Columbia sailing ship comes through with Peter Pan and all the pirates swinging around on the masts and stuff. So these are real things that you've seen throughout the day. Like, it has some tangible in Florida, they built an entire theater for this in another place that. It's not a river. It's a fake riverboat. It's a riverboat that exists just for Fantasmic. And there is no pirate ship that goes through. Instead, it's a video collage of villains during that segment of the show, which is a lot of water screen. It's honestly, it's a callback to that globe going out into the middle of the lagoon in Illuminations. It's just, this is filler. This is just a lot of filler. You're sitting on very uncomfortable metal seating while a video plays on a crappy water screen, and it's by that point in the show, your butt hurts, and you're just not down for it.
And not even the alcohol that you paid for with your dining package.
Oh, the worst.
And those
it's so sweet and yet bitter at the same time. It's like you're better off buying a Diet Coke and bringing a flask of rum or something.
Those little seat cushions. I just looked back at the ones we have back behind us.
Oh, that's from California.
Yeah, those don't help.
The cushions, they do nothing. We don't even get them in Florida. So we don't even get cushions.
We just sit on metal bleachers.
Just sit on metal bleachers. That's what we do. In fairness, we got the cushions in California from doing a dining package at Blue Bayou, and that he's like, here, sit on the pavement in Frontierland. But all in all, so the question is, what's going on? If we can get back to a question here, what is going on with the nighttime entertainment at Disney?
I mean, to be fair, we have Disney Enchantment, which people either love or hate.
Right. We have fireworks we have some kind of nighttime show at the Kingdom and at Epcot, and then so half of our parks have no nighttime entertainment.
Right. And you can't have fireworks at Animal Kingdom because of the animals.
You cannot. However, well, hold on. Is there the Tree of Life projection show that we've never actually watched?
I believe there is still their Beacon of Magic light thing show
So
that
I guess
happens.
maybe there's, and maybe Hollywood Studios has that Beacon of Magic thing on.
But do those count?
I don't know. Do you think we'll ever get a nighttime parade back in Florida?
I mean, you and I have discussed this, and I've said this on Twitter before. Our hub and Main Street gets so crowded before the fireworks.
Yeah.
I don't think adding a parade back into that mix is a good idea.
I feel like...
would it be nice? Yes, but then you'd have to make sure all the timings were staggered correctly, and
I feel like
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the nighttime entertainment at the Magic Kingdom in Florida is kind of we're going to do fireworks, and that's what we're going to do. Period. We're not going to do another parade, and I feel that's because there's more restaurants and other nighttime offerings that they offer here at Walt Disney World that the parade takes away from. So it's more opportunity for people to go and eat and drink at other places instead of staying in the park, crowding it up, waiting for a parade to come by. There's already an afternoon parade. And honestly, we have other parades, right? We have the water parade, which both you and I hate, but it's there. So you can go sit, in the Polynesian and watch the water parade go by. You can sit on the outside bar at the Polynesian and drink and watch the water parade go by.
I'd rather watch the fireworks.
You can do that as well. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever, I don't want to say never, but at the same time, I don't think we'll ever get a nighttime parade back in Florida. I just don't think that's in the cards. I don't see what value it brings to the parks. You know what I'm saying? We're not having an attendance problem. It's not like people are leaving and then the park is empty at night. Right, all the restaurants are booked. All of the, the crowds are still there. So why bring on the extra expense of a parade, which does not add any revenue to anything, right?
I mean,
and I hate to look at it that way, but that's got to be
Main
the
Street
way to
Electrical Parade for its 50th anniversary got a whole bunch of merchandise. If they brought a nighttime parade either back or created a new one, they could schlep some T-shirts and zippers and
possibly
popcorn buckets.
But Disneyland has 5 or 6 restaurants, maybe 2 or 3 table service restaurants that they're trying to book up. I don't know what their downtown Disney area has, but not that many. But you and I know, because we mentioned in the last week, it's just right around the kingdom there. There's a ton of really nice restaurants that could be booked up. You could be eating at Citrico's. You could be paying $200 at Citrico's instead of standing here on Main Street. I feel like that's maybe possibly a reason why. This is a very depressing topic now.
If they were to bring an existing nighttime parade to the Magic Kingdom,
yes,
which would you have them bring?
Oh, Paint the Night. We never got Paint the Night, and Paint the Night was such a cool parade. I would love to see Paint the Night again, either in California or in Florida. But yeah,
because when we were at Disneyland, Paint the Night was only running certain nights,
yes,
and it wasn't running either of the nights we were at Disneyland.
That is correct. I think it was running one night, but it was the night that we went to see World of Color because we were only there for two nights, and so we couldn't see both Fantasmic and World of Color and Paint the Night. So
that was 5 years ago. I don't remember things.
Anyway, but we did see Disneyland Forever.
I don't remember Disneyland.
That was the fireworks show. That was a lot. Remember Tinkerbell swung all the way around the castle? She flew all around. She was crazy, man. She was crazy. Anyway, there you go. That's the topic. If you have thoughts about nighttime entertainment at Walt Disney World, if you think that I'm wrong, there absolutely will be a nighttime parade coming back.
Weren't there rumors sometime earlier this year or late last year? Oh, that's what it was. People were hoping for a nighttime parade
for the 50th.
Confirmation for the 50th at Destination D23, and we didn't get one.
Yeah, and that's the other evidence that I have for us never
specifically Paint the Night.
Right, but that's the other evidence I have of us never really getting a nighttime parade coming back is if they were going to do it, the 50th would have been a great time to do it. Would have been a great time to roll it out. I just don't feel like there's a lot of value add to a nighttime parade here in Florida because we have, other parks. You have Harmonious going on at Epcot. You have Fantasmic going on at the studios eventually. You have something happening at I don't know. Animal Kingdom's a mess. As far as nighttime shows, I mean, even with the new summer hours, Animal Kingdom's only open till 8. So it's not a nighttime park. So, which is sad that Pandora's big selling point was everything luminesces at night. It's like Animal Kingdom's maybe in the dark for like an hour.
I didn't realize this. Pandora, there's some new merchandise for Pandora's 5th anniversary, which is next month.
Oh, it's not on the list.
I completely forgot about it until you mentioned Pandora.
Oh, there you go. Maybe we'll talk about it next week. Anyway, it's an even number show. That means we talk about our heroes first. So I would like to start. Do I start on heroes?
You can start any week that you want to start.
Oh, thank you. I would like to start saying my hero of the week is Disney for renaming the Rainbow collection of merchandise that they have. Officially is now renamed to the Walt Disney Company Pride Collection. So thank you. Thank you for not being all euphemistic about all the rainbow merchandise. It is LGBTQ plus Pride stuff. So it is now called the Walt Disney World Company Pride Collection. So kudos to you, Walt Disney World. Thank you for that. Or Walt Disney Company. Thank you for that. Your hero.
My hero is the decor and the lighting package in Connections.
Mm-hmm.
Have not been there myself, have not seen it in person, have only seen photos, and it looks amazing.
Oh, cool.
There's nods to past Epcot, there's an amazing mural, there's nods to past Disney, there's fun lighting.
We'll have to check it out.
Yes.
We will have to check it out when we go there, which will be in the middle of May, right? We'll be over at Epcot sometime in the middle of May. In the middle of the May? In the middle of the May. In the middle of the May.
In the middle of the May.
In the middle of the May. My villain of the week is the Disney Parks live streams. We often get roped into watching these live streams of...
And we know better.
And we've learned our lesson, and yet we still watch them. So, like...
by we, I mean him, and then I will sometimes join in.
Yeah. So, and I've done this for their July 4th fireworks shows. I've done this for Harmonious when it was first opening, Enchantment when it was first opening. There will typically be a live stream from the Disney Parks blog that will be on YouTube, and you can watch it. And the most maddening thing about the live stream is that they just rotate through these really bad camera angles instead of just locking you down like you were at the train station and watching everything, which would be great. They insist on shows close up of the castle, or here's a shot from the Contemporary, or here's a shot from the Polynesian, or here's another close up of a different part of the castle. And the problem with it is it's a brand new show, and the people that are controlling the camera angles have no idea when things are going to happen. So oftentimes you will be close up on the castle when something really big is happening that you should have had a far away shot. And it's very maddening, and it's just a subpar experience from actually being there.
Basically, don't watch Disney Parks live streams because they suck.
If you have to watch a Disney Parks live stream, just keep in mind that it's horrible. Just keep in mind that this is an ADHD camera operator or controller that is just going to bop around to different bad camera angles right at the moment that you really wanted to see something wide shot. If you really want to see a nighttime entertainment at Disney, if you really check for the Diz. The Diz is really great, usually of having a fixed camera angle of their nighttime shows when they offer new ones. Other things like that. If you want, you can do what I do, which is I'll record the Disney live stream for the audio, and then I have good audio because usually the fixed camera angles like the Diz does, they're just getting the audio from the parks, whereas Disney live stream usually has the audio coming straight off the board. So you get a better audio version from them, and then you can combine the two, which I know is really geeky. But anyway, that's my villain. Long story short, this is my villain of the week is the Disney Parks live stream. Get your acts together, guys. Come on, give us a good live stream. I know it's possible. Just do it. Just you're trying too hard to be fancy. We really just want a fixed camera angle, and we would be happy with that. There. I'll get off my soapbox.
And apologies to anybody with ADHD because I don't know that that's a good term to use.
Why?
I
I think
don't know.
that the person with ADHD wouldn't be, 26 minutes into our podcast. They would have already moved on. But who's your villain of the week?
People complaining about the Connections decor who haven't even been there to see it.
Aw.
The number of it looks like a mall. It looks like a college food court.
Oh, but both of these things are true. I mean, Epcot is a mall. I mean, let's be honest. Epcot is a mall, right? Isn't it just a mall with some fancy pavilions and stuff in it?
Specifically the interior of the restaurant.
Right. Which is a food court. Which, I mean, I don't see a problem with these things. It's like, I think people need to I don't know. I feel like people's, even when I was reading the comments for the Tarzan
It's
retheme,
too clean.
Yeah,
it's too modern. It's boring.
Yeah. There's no such thing.
Have you been there? Have you seen it?
If
Then
I eat in a
shut
restaurant,
up.
I've never said that in my life, that I've been in a restaurant. I'm like, you know what? It's just too clean in here. It's like, you know what I hate about this restaurant? It's just too clean. That's the thing that really annoys me about it. Anyway, if you have a particular hero or villain of the week you want to let us know about, then you can always drop us an email, don'tdodisney@gmail.com. If you're watching the YouTube version of this show, you can leave it down below in the comments. We'll even interact with you there. If you're listening to the audio-only version of this podcast, then hey, guess what? We have a video version of this that goes up on our YouTube channel, also on Spotify. And if you're watching a video version, either from Spotify or from YouTube, guess what? There's an audio-only version of this. It's available on Apple iTunes and Google Play, Google Podcast, and anywhere where you can find good podcasts. So help us out on any of those platforms by giving thumbs up or rating or leaving comments or reviews, anything like that you want to do. It's completely free, and it helps us out a whole lot. We also have a normal YouTube channel. Well, we also have normal pin-related content that goes on our YouTube channel, which we have some pin openings coming up soon on that channel, so make sure you watch out for that. All of that being said, did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
But do you know so?
No, I don't.
Okay, great. All of that being said, please, don't do Disney.
Without us?
Was that a question?
Without us.